이쪽이야. 금방 가요. 하나, 둘, 셋. 맛 좀 봐라. 공격해 무지개 색. 자꾸 까불면 깨치할 거야. 제대로 놀려주마. 예쁘게 하느라. 너도 같이 놀래? 들리면 재밌는 거다.
What's up, everybody? It's Kim Miami. Welcome to another segment of Girl Meets Asia. Oh God, guys, it's been a long time since the last time I vlogged. I want to do this more often. I noticed that I got a lot more subscribers than I thought I would ever have by now, especially with like the very few videos I have. But thank you for all those who've watched my videos. Thank you for the people who subscribed and liked my videos. You guys are awesome. So, I've been learning Korean for 3 years now. It's going on my 3rd year officially. I will say that I definitely could be better by now. A lot of people say I sound good. I do believe my pronunciation, my bottom is like so much better since I went to Korea and came back to the US. So definitely my Korean definitely like 1000% got better since I went to Korea. I'm just gonna tell you guys how I learned Korean. And the reason why I'm putting it in present tense is because I'm currently still learning Korean. I won't say I'm fluent at all. So 어떻게 한국어를 배워요?
어떻게 한국어를 배워요?
So, how did I learn Korean? How did I study Korean? The word 배워요, 배우다, 맞죠? 몰라. Anyway, so I'm just gonna tell you guys the 3 things that I did to learn Korean, and I'm going to give you a bonus 4th one. And so let's get started. 시작! Okay, number 1. I learned how to read and write the Korean language. I think that's like the key point to learning the language properly, because if you know how to read, if you know how to write the language, you can pick it up faster instead of always trying to listen to what people say. If you are the type of person who likes to read it phonetically, which is the romanization of the Korean characters, it doesn't help your pronunciation and help you understand what you're reading. If you know what the word looks like, you can also, because Korean is broken up into these little squares. And all these little squares you can make into building blocks, and so you can build more words with these little smaller words. So if you know how to read and write Korean, you can easily kind of pick up vocabulary faster by actually knowing how to read it and write it. There are several apps that I went to. One especially, I learned Korean initially, which I will link somewhere in here. I will show it somehow on this side of the screen, that it is a book about how to learn the Korean. It's like a dictionary basically, but they teach you how to write and read the characters, all that great stuff, and the pronunciation of them. So that was where I initially learned it, and I got it from a Google Play bookstore, and it was free at the time. I think it's like $1.99 now, which is still a great price. So I initially went there, and that is exactly how I learned. I literally learned how to read and write within the first month. Like, it's not that hard compared to learning other languages. I definitely think you can get down reading and writing really quickly. Number 2, the second thing I worked on was my actual grammar. Grammar with Korean was definitely very, very not difficult, but at the same time, it's a switch. I learned the grammar, and for grammar, I went to, I'm going to also link here. I'm not sponsored by any of these, just so you know. I learned from How to Study Korean. How to Study Korean, I'm taking more seriously because honestly, like I said at the beginning of the video, I definitely could be better in Korean, and I think that's because I didn't really take it as serious as I should have when I started. It's just sad because I can speak and I can understand people. I can have a sufficient amount of conversation, but I definitely feel like I could be more fluent by now if I actually fully studied it. So I think if I would have just read the books and things like that I have, then I would definitely be better. Website breaks down grammar like perfectly, and you learn vocabulary on the way. So having that's like a bonus. You learn vocabulary as you're getting the grammar down. Like, if you want something free, you can go to this website. They also have workbooks, which you have to pay for, but there's still a decent prices compared to like so many other things. I definitely prefer How to Study Korean opposed to what is it? How to Learn Korean or something like that. I don't really like their website because they teach you a lot of, I guess, popular things that people do. If you're learning it in another country, it's best to go to How to Study Korean, whereas if you are actually going to Korea, maybe this is something that's helpful for someone who works somewhere with Koreans. That is definitely a good place to go because you actually get to understand the interactions between Koreans and foreigners and all that stuff like that, and how they talk to each other. Like, that is definitely a good website if you're going to be in Korea and you're going to be speaking Korean a little bit, or you need it to understand, like going to bars and like going to restaurants and stuff like that. But How to Study Korean, you will learn the language, the history behind the language, all that beautiful stuff. Number 3 is my vocabulary. Vocabulary is something I think is where I really should have gotten better at by now. But I'm terrible. I can barely English. But learning Korean vocabulary, there are so many ways you can learn Korean vocabulary, and I will also put it here. I went to this app, but Learn Korean, basically. Literally, the app is Learn Korean, and it's the Korean flag on there. And they have all these cool, there's a quiz and all these different vocabulary and things that you would use commonly, especially if you're traveling to Korea as well. So you get all this vocabulary, you can get quizzed on it, and you can save all your favorites and all that great stuff. I definitely recommend that app if you want to test out vocabulary and learn more vocabulary. You get the days, months, you get numbers, you get traveling words, you get food words, you get all that great stuff. So all the basics you can definitely get from this app. And number 4, I think this is definitely like a bonus to know when you're trying to learn Korean, and that's the difference between 존댓말 and 반말. Both of those are very, very crucial when speaking Korean, because talking to Korean people, even as a learner, they will accept you're learning the language, but at the same time, you need to understand someone's culture while learning the language. So when you're speaking formal, you're showing respect to them. You should use it as much as possible. The more you use it before you actually get fluent in the language, it will be easier for you to just lower it if you're speaking to someone that is your donggap or your dongseng, someone that is your friend on your same level or someone that's younger than you. So you can like drop the yos or imidas and things like that. But when you're speaking 존댓말, people respect you better. They respect you better for learning their language and speaking it properly. So I definitely think, like, if you speak the language or you want to speak the language, that learn that crucial key point. Basically, oh, that my light was not that great towards me this whole time. Alright. I know a lot of people like to do egyo and things like that. Egyo doesn't mean dropping formalities. So you can still be cute and use formal language. Like, come on, people. It's not that necessary to say 안녕. Like, I would say that to my donggap or my dongseng or someone like that. You know, people that are younger than me, I use that with. I don't go to a 할머니 and be like, 안녕, 할머니. Unless she's my real 할머니, then that's different. So these are the 4 tips that I will give you guys. I know there's definitely a lot more things, but I'm trying to keep this video short. And yeah, so if there's anything else that you want to ask me about learning Korean, any other apps or things like that I use or how I learned Korean, please put that down below in the comments section. If you have any suggestions of what you want to see me do, what you want to see me try out, wherever you want me to talk about, like, tell me, people. I will enjoy it and I will give you those videos. Yeah. Let me know what you guys want to see, because I want to share my experiences with you. Let my experiences be yours, your experiences be mine. Let's share, people. Yeah, so if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys later. Bye.